Hello, friends, and Happy New Year. It is officially 2026 now. By the time that this episode comes out, I will officially be on my maternity leave, but I did not want to leave you hanging. And that's why today I'm bringing back one of our most popular episodes from last year, all about refreshing your pet business website for the new year. This episode was well received in 2025 because it's full of simple, impactful updates that you can make to your website that build trust, improve conversions, and set your business up for success. And honestly, it's the kind of reset I recommend doing every single year. Plus, since we first released it, I've actually got one extra tip to add in for 2026 that I know will make a big difference for your website visitors, so stick around to the end for that bonus update. All right, let's dive in. Welcome, Petpreneur, to the Pet Marketing Unleashed podcast. I'm your host, Michaela Vargas, founder, designer, and educator behind Pet Marketing Unleashed. This podcast is all about growing your pet business without the stress. Here, you'll find episodes packed with actionable tips and advice for streamlining your online presence, avoiding burnout, and onboarding new clients while you're away from your desk or out with the dogs. So pop in those earbuds and learn stress-free marketing and website strategies with me while you head out on your next dog walk, pet sitting visit, drive to your next session, or just wherever your pet business takes you next. Let's dive in. We are going to start easy here. The first and probably the easiest update for your website is to update the copyright year in the footer to 2025. This may seem like a super small task, and it really is, but it is also a visual cue to tell visitors, hey, I'm still in business and I'm actively maintaining my website, so everything on my website is accurate and up to date. Now, if you're not sure what I'm even talking about, if you scroll down to the bottom of most websites, you'll see a copyright year followed by the name of the business. This tells us how long the website has been around and when the last time it's been updated, at least for the year. You can see an example of this on our website at petmarketingunleashed.com, and we'll also include visual examples for this one and all the rest of the tips in this episode on the episode's blog post, which you can find in the show notes or directly at petmarketingunleashed.com/07. So why do we even need to do this? Adding a copyright disclaimer essentially asserts your legal right to own your website, and it can also help deter people from stealing its content. But most of all, it really tells us how up to date and active your website is. So imagine landing on a website and it just says 2019 in the footer. You might second guess whether they're even still around, right? Like, is this business running? Again, it's a small but mighty trust signal that your website and your business is accepting new clients, and all of the information on the website is up to date too, like your pricing, what your services even are, where you're located, things like that. And a pro tip for 2025, you can take this one step further. Make sure all of the dates on your website, whether it's blog post timestamps, services listed as, like if you have it on your website, I've been around for X years in business, that needs to be updated every year, right? Or your operational hours. We want to make sure that all of this is updated and up to date across your website. These small changes signal reliability, and the more that you update your website, the better for SEO. The next tip I have for you to refresh your website for the new year is to do a mini website audit. Now is the time to check for broken links, outdated content, expired offers. You want to go page by page and ensure every link works and your plugins, like if you use WordPress, are updated. A broken link can kill trust and could even cost you a booking or a sale. You can use a free tool like brokenlinkcheck.com, which I will link for you in the show notes. If you go there, essentially all you have to do is paste in your website URL and it'll scan your site for broken links. This is super, super helpful if you have a lot of pages or a lot of blog posts on your website and you don't want to go page by page. You'll also want to go through and make sure all the other information is accurate and up to date on your website. Have you updated your pricing and perhaps on your website it's not updated yet? Do you have brand photos to upload? If your website still has photos that are like 10 to 20 years old, it's time to get those updated. Do you still offer all of the services listed on your website or perhaps on an old blog post, right? Sometimes we promote our services in blog posts, and then when we update on our services page that we have new services, we forget to update it on the old blog posts. These are all great things to get updated on your website before the new year hits, so everything on your website is accurate, up to date, and all of the links are working. All right, number 3. This is an easy and fun one to update, and that's updating your call to action buttons. I cannot tell you how many websites are either missing call to actions altogether or how many just use non-inspiring language like, here's our phone number or contact us. We want to inspire action with our call to action buttons, And we want one main call to action on every page of our website. Every page of our website should have a clear call to action that tells visitors what to do next. Some examples of some fun and action-inspired call to text could be snag your spot, start your adventure, walk my dog, claim your free session, get started today, join the pack, request a stay, create an account, care for my kitty, or schedule your walk. By creating bold and action-inspired, easy call to action buttons, you'll be inspiring more action taking on your website, which can lead to more bookings in the coming year. And it's not even just the text on the call to action buttons. We want to also make sure that your call to actions are super bold. They stick out, they stand out, so people can easily know, like, I'm supposed to click this button if I want to take any action on this website. Number 4, some of you may not enjoy this recommendation, but just hear me out. It's time to add a fresh About Me photo on your website. And for the photo, you need to be looking into the camera. Eyeballs literally looking into the camera. No hats, no sunglasses, no hiding behind animals. I know. Taking new photos can feel daunting and stressful and all the things. But having an updated, friendly picture on your website of you looking into the screen scientifically is proven to show and build trust. And when we're working in the pet industry, trust is everything, right? Your potential clients want to know the person that they are hiring. They want to be able to trust that person, right? And if you have a team, I do also recommend having them on your website too. So many pet business companies are expanding and growing their teams, and they worry about clients not liking the fact that perhaps their sitter or trainer or photographer is not you, right? But if you're only giving them information about you, how can you blame them, right? Like if they decide to work with your company, they see your photos, they're like, yep, here's the owner. I am expecting that pet sitter is the owner, right? So we have to set up your business to do some of that heavy lifting for you. So when it comes time to schedule a visit or a session, they know that you're a team of experts. So take the time to get some photos of your team and yourself and get those uploaded into your site to boost trust, likability, and warmth. Number 5, when was the last time you looked at your website's copy? If you don't want to answer that question, it's time to revisit and renew it. Your copy should reflect not just what you do, but how your services transform your client's life. Instead of focusing on what you offer or how you're a professional pet sitter, we need to tap into what your ideal client really wants from you and how they want to hear that you can solve their specific problems. And we can't talk about the new year without mentioning AI-generated content. It is everywhere now. So your personal voice is going to become even more important than ever. Make sure that your copy sounds like you and that you're using firsthand experience and expertise and all of that throughout your copy where relevant to connect with your audience authentically. Copy can truly sell and do your marketing for you. And I think it's actually one of the most underrated aspects of marketing. And this is not even just on your website. This is everywhere you write anything for your business. And it's one that a lot of people miss. In fact, I truly believe your copy is just as important, if not more important, than the actual design of your website. They need to work together to seamlessly communicate the same message and evoke the same feelings and emotions. And we'll likely need to do a whole episode, honestly, on copywriting because there is so much to talk about on the topic. But for now, you can check out our blog for more copywriting education, or if you are one of our website template students, your course that accompanied your template, the Unleashed Website Academy, has a whole module on copywriting in there for you. Or if you're wanting more one-on-one support with your copy, we also offer copywriting VIP days where we can tackle your website copy in just one day so you can get your copy updated quickly for the new year. I will link all of the details to all of those options in the show notes for you in case you want to learn more about it, learn more about our amazing copywriter and how our copy VIP days work. But the goal is to really get copy that resonates with somebody who lands on your website and is looking for a solution to the problem that they are experiencing. Next tip to refresh your website. This one is truly optional, but I thought it was worth mentioning because it can be super easy to add to uplevel your site for the new year. We are in an era where people want answers fast. So to do this, you can add a chat widget on your website so visitors can get quick answers without leaving your website or thinking that your website couldn't answer their question while another one did. That's a huge no, right? And if the chatbot can't help, they can easily fill out a short form to connect with you via that chat box. And it's an easy way for them to get in touch without, committing and sending in all sorts of information. Like if your contact form has a lot of questions, or if they first need to create an account within the booking software as their first step, A chat widget can really be an easy, non-committal way for them to ask questions and get them answered quickly. There are different plugins and apps that you can add to your website depending on your website platform. Wix simply has Wix Chat, and you can see an example of how that works on our website at pitmarketingunleashed.com if you want to see that in action. But this is a great, again, optional way to really reflect and update with the times as far as people wanting support quicker. Even if you aren't actually online to answer right away, again, it gives that impression that you're here to offer support and answer questions if they are on your website. Okay, the last official tip I have for you that's quick and easy to update on your website for the new year is updating and adding in new testimonials. That's something that we easily forget to update on our website, and it's one that can be really useful to build trust and credibility. And since we're making website updates for the new year, I'd enhance the experience of your testimonials. So not only just updating testimonials with recent ones, but also using current best practices for testimonial usage as well. So here are some tips I have for you specifically on testimonials. Number 1, consider adding a picture of the reviewer and or the reviewer's pet. So if you don't have a picture of the actual reviewer, especially for the pet industry, you can substitute this by just having a picture of the actual pet that you've serviced for that testimonial. Number 2, consider placing hyper-relevant testimonials throughout your website. So placing dog walking testimonials on your dog walking page and pet sitting testimonials on your pet sitting page, separation anxiety testimonials on your behavioral training page. That is so impactful to have someone read something that is more relevant to them when they're looking for that specific service. So to be able to see a success story of a pain point in another pet with a similar situation, that's everything. That's like such a gold mine. So many people want to do a testimonial page and it's not relevant for what they're looking for, right? So like if you just have general testimonials about, say, cat sitting on your homepage, but someone is coming to your website looking for dog walking, that's not going to hit home for them, right? We want our testimonials to mean something and to reach the person who is looking for that particular situation, right? So wherever you can customize that on your website to be more relevant to what is above or below that testimonial on the page, definitely go in and update that. Number 3, don't forget to condense testimonials so they're more likely to read them and it doesn't crowd your website. So many times we want to put the whole testimonial, we feel like we can't customize it or edit it. You can definitely condense down your testimonials and make them shorter. You can pull out important phrases. The only thing you need to make sure that you do if you are doing like a piece of a testimonial, taking out a sentence, and then you have more of the testimonial is you just want to add 3 periods so that it shows that you took something out and that there's more to it and that you just condensed it down. And the last thing, number 4, don't be afraid to change words like she or they to your business name. This is great for SEO, clarity, and brand recognition. The more that we can put our business name into positive reviews, the better for SEO, the better for people remembering your business name. It's just an easy thing that you can do to substitute, especially when you're sharing these testimonials on social media and it's not on your website. Before we recap the list of tips, I have one more bonus tip to help you refresh your site for the new year that can really make a difference in growing your business. And that's adding a lead magnet to your website if you haven't already. Email is still truly king or queen, and we always recommend having your website work for you as much as possible. That means we want to capture the people who aren't quite ready to reach out and inquire about your services. And one great way to do that is via getting their information and joining your email list. For those of you who don't know what a lead magnet is, it's essentially an opportunity for you to add some value in exchange for their contact information. Typically, that's their first name and their email address. So if you have something on your website homepage or a pop-up that presents value for your potential clients, they'll enter in their information to receive that value, and now you can send them future emails to offer more value for them in the future in an effort to get them to learn more about your business and eventually inquire about your services. Effective lead magnets can significantly increase conversion rates, and it can help nurture leads or potential clients and convert them into actual clients. To create a lead magnet, you'll want to figure out what would be most useful for your ideal client. Would they want a resource, education, a discount code, some type of offer, tips, checklists, a webinar? You need to figure out how much time they have, what information they're looking for when it comes to visiting your website. And that's how you know what to end up creating for your lead magnet. Once you create it, you'll connect it to an email marketing software, or some website platforms actually have email as part of the hosting like Wix does. And then you can share that on your website so people can start opting in exchange for your lead magnet value. That will allow you to continue the conversation and not lose potential clients for good. This is a super easy way to present value, get people in the door of your business without them necessarily handing over the credit card yet, right? We want to nurture them, provide more value, build that relationship, and then perhaps the sale can come later. That is the value of a lead magnet, and I highly recommend having that for your website in the new year. Okay, that's it. Let's recap these tips to refresh your website for the new year. Number 1, update your copyright year to 2025 and any other relevant dates on your website. 2, do a mini website audit and make sure that you don't have any broken links or outdated information on your website. 3, refresh your call to action buttons, add more inspiring, fun, action-inspired language, and perhaps add a more bold color that's still along the lines of your branding colors, of course. Number 4, add a fresh About Me photo with you actually looking into the camera, no hiding behind sunglasses, hats, or animals. 5, revisit your website copy with fresh eyes and make sure you are speaking directly to your ideal clients and speaking to their pain points and the problems that you can solve for them. 6, add a chat widget to your website for easier communication. 7, update and add new current testimonials and also implement some best practices by potentially adding a photo to your testimonial, condensing your testimonial so ideal clients and website visitors are actually able to read through it rather than like a super long testimonial. And your bonus tip, consider adding a lead magnet to your website. All right, there you have it. 7 quick ways, or I guess 8 really, to give your pet business website the refresh it deserves as we roll into 2025. Whether you make a few of these tweaks or tackle all of them at once, small changes can really make a big impact. Most of these tips that we went over are super quick and easy to implement, so I recommend setting aside some time in the next couple of weeks to update your website. Get it on the calendar so you can actually implement these. And before we wrap up this recast, I want to add one more quick update for 2026. This was not in the original episode. One more quick tip that I'd love to add to this 2026 version is to check your site for accessibility and mobile friendliness. More and more pet parents are visiting your site from their phones, and you want their experience to be easy and welcoming. So what this means, make sure that your fonts are large enough to read. Google likes to see a minimum of 16 pixels, 16 font size. You want to check that your text and your background colors have enough contrast so that your text is so easy to see when scrolling on your website. Add alt text to your images, which we talk a lot about in our SEO course, all about how to optimize your images so that Google can read them, but also people who are using screen readers can read them. This is super important. We also want to make sure that your buttons are big and clear enough to tap on mobile. We want to make sure that our website is looking great on mobile. That is so crucial. Not only do all of these tips make your site more inclusive, but it also helps with SEO and it builds trust with every potential client who lands on your page. So as you do your annual reset this year for your website, keep this quick check in mind. Even small updates can make a big difference in how people experience your business online. Thanks for tuning into this recast. We will be back with new episodes, not this upcoming Tuesday, but the one after that. In the meantime, you've got everything you need here to make 2026 a strong year for your website. You've got this. Thanks for listening through to the end. You've been with me for a full episode, so you already know how much value I can pack into a short space. VIP days at Pet Marketing Unleashed are no different. If you're ready to take your pet business to the next level, but don't want to wait around for weeks to see results, I've got something special just for you. Whether you're looking to create a standout brand that truly represents your pet business, or you need clear, compelling copy that speaks to and converts your ideal clients, we've got you covered. And because you're a loyal podcast listener, I'm offering you an exclusive 10% off your first VIP day. Just be sure to mention PMU Podcast when you fill out the inquiry form on our website. VIP days allow for a full day dedicated to transforming your brand or website copy. No more dragging out projects for weeks or months. Get matched with one of our amazing designers or our copywriter, Andrea, and enjoy a full design day dedicated just to your business. When you're ready to upgrade your pet business with professional branding or copy and you don't want to wait weeks for results, head on over to petmarketingunleashed.com/contact and book your VIP day today. And don't forget to mention PMU Podcast in the inquiry form to save 10%. And if you enjoyed this episode, sharing it with a fellow pet business owner who also might find it helpful or leaving a review is so appreciated and helps keep our small show running. Thanks again for listening to the end, and I'll catch you on the next episode.